And we're live with day 25 of Trails of Cold Steel 4. It is time to party, everybody. First things first, we got a bunch of stuff we need to do. We gotta get the Imperial Tea recipe. You tried the recommended dish. Let's see. Maya, Vivi. And that's it. Just Maya and Vivi here for the character notes. We get these two tomorrow on the 1st. So tomorrow will be the extra day. Tomorrow will be the extra stream day. Where we do like an extra episode kind of thing where it's like instead of doing all of the story stuff, we'll be doing you know, the recipes and the trial quests. Because for the final battle, I want to make sure. Alright, here's the success of the rehearsal performance and the special joint issue of the Crossbell Times. Cheers. Cheers. Phew, that was way more work than I thought it'd be. I mean, we did end up working across 4 different media outlets to get the word out. The Imperial Chronicle, the Crossbell Times, Imperial Chronicle Radio, and Radio Trista all working together. It must be the most ambitious crossover event in media history. I'm really grateful for all your help. It feels like a lifetime since we last got to put a new issue out. It was my pleasure. I get the feeling the censors won't be too pleased with some of those articles though. Nah, we'll be fine. Between the war starting and the whole fortress situation, no one's going to have time to raise a stink about our paper. Yep, whatever happens, happens. Besides, can't we say the same about our little plan for tomorrow? Yeah, I guess we can. One more toast then, to the success of Operation Ultimate Journalist tomorrow. Cheers. Cheers. Let's see them all in nice spirits. Sounds like they've got some kind of plan in place. Knowing these guys, it's probably going to be something outrageous. Oh no. And Maya. Maya's the black-haired student from the branch campus. There we go. Can't believe we get to eat as much as we want and all for free. This is real high-class stuff, and nothing on the menu is off limits either. This is even better than the party at the Orcus Tower. Is this heaven? This must be heaven. Are you sure it's alright for me to join you? Of course, we're all Thor students. We may as well be friends. You guys might want to cut the small talk. This place may be all you can eat, but our time here is limited. We've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow, and we need to be fully fueled up for it. Yeah, it's not like we're gonna get another chance to chat down like this. You're right, my body's going to need energy from going to bulk up. I'm not entirely sure it's possible to overeat and keep food in reserve like that. This is quite the eventful table. I mean, everyone's everywhere. Let's see. Now we need to go to Sedrillin for a book and a thing. Also, a gift for Aurelia. Okay, so we need to buy some shit. Buy Gilded Aquamarine Camo. I'm actually curious about something. 51. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to max out everyone's weapons. Black Panther! Ooh. Fancy. But I think the stuff that Muse is wearing, equip 1200 and 800. Yeah, Muse is wearing like better gear. That's 65 and 710. We also need to get rid of all of this extra Sepith we have. Now, here we need to talk to Becky, Fiona. Becky and Fiona. Well, Becky's right here, so let's talk to Becky. Brilliant time, Rean. You have to hear this. Seems Classic had gone and bought out this place too, and so he goes, here's going on about an inspection and work it out. Well, as long as I'm in the neighborhood, why wouldn't I? We're re-examining our business policies, so I need to get a better grasp on how our subsidiaries do things. Check out the tryhard over here. Ever the businessman, eh, Hugo? Businessman or no, though, I'm glad to have you here offering your support to your fellow Thor students. It means a lot to have you with us, Hugo. The feeling's mutual, and I'll be doing everything I can to help. It seems the least I could do after all I've put you through. You mean like that one dude that worked for you, literally causing trouble every freaking day? It's a relief to see you've come to your senses at last. At least I know I wasn't wasting my time. Does my nut in that I can't even escape class and code in amusement park, though. Don't tell me you're jealous, Becky. If your association lacks the proper funding and influence, you've no one but yourself to blame. You what? Who'd be jealous of you, you mad numpty? And sure, it'd probably be fun to break into live shows and merchandising, but you and Becky make for quite the pair. Honestly, the two of them should just get a room. Well, if it isn't the Craigs, checking out what the stores have to offer? Yes, it's just nice to get away for a little too. It's been a while since Fiona and I actually got to spend any time together. It really has. Maybe I'll pick something out for you. Some little charm to keep you safe. Fiona, sure, I'd like that. I know what you're thinking, that you can handle yourself, that you don't need your big sister taking care of you anymore. But I still worry, so I promise you'll stay safe, Elliot. That goes for you too, Rean. Of course, Fiona, I promise. Me too, you can count on that. Yeah, don't worry, Reed's not allowed to die. He's the star of the game. I say that, and I've played games where the main character has died like 3 times. An antique shell cameo. What a splendid gift. Thank you, Schwarzer. I've acquired quite a number of intriguing art pieces in my time as a nobleman. This will make a fine addition to my collection. I had no idea you were an art collector. I picked this gift for you to thank you for all your help and guidance. Your chivalry knows no bounds, does it? Allow me to gift you this in return. Goldio bracelet. It's alright for me to accept something so valuable. It's a fair trade for the cameo. I hope it helps you in your endeavors. Thank you, I really appreciate it. What could it be? It just gives us 400 strength, and oh my god. I don't know why every time I slam my hands on my desk, it like presses the spacebar. I don't know which keyboard is that sensitive. Oh, I should have talked to General Cassius. Okay, hold up. Back to the restaurant. Let's talk to General Cassius. Apparently we need to add him to our Vantage Masters. Reed, there you are. Thanks for coming. Joshua filled me in on the details. I heard you two knew each other from before. Yes, we became acquainted through Tova during the guild raid 4 years ago. Master Kafai had told me much about Cassius as well, so we became friends in no time. And after that, I introduced you and Arios. That duel you two had will go down in history as one of the greatest feats of swordsmanship in Zemurian history. Well, I must say I was amazed that your staff mastery could see off our blades. They seem like they're in an entirely different league as far as skill goes, the Divine Blade of Wind included. Ah yes, about the discussion I mentioned. The night has just begun, so feel free to enjoy yourself a little bit more first. This matter might be a bit complicated. I had a feeling you might say that. His Highness gave you some tickets, did he not? This is your night, spend it wisely. I must admit I'm a little curious about who you would invite to join you. Oh no! Huh? Oh no! You should come back and speak to Lieutenant General Cat after using 3 attraction tickets. Otherwise, Joshua and the others have told me all about this Vantage Masters game. I've just assembled the deck myself and I'm looking for an opponent to test it out on. Maybe you'd like to play a round or two with me if you get the chance. Military strategist would certainly make for an interesting opponent. Sure, I'd be happy to. I'm not all that confident that I'll be much of a match for you, though. You can now play Vantage Masters against Cassius. Woo! Okay. Let's see. Hotel and arcade is what's next. Let's go to the hotel. Because that's 2 people. And then the arcade is everything else. Hotel Delphinia! Patrick and Teresia. I don't know what she wants. Oh, hello, Reen. Good to see you so hard at work. Hi, everybody. Emily, Teresia. I'm really glad you decided to join us. At first, I wasn't really sure if we should, you know, it being a huge conflict of interest and all. But then Supreme Commander Van Dyke had us reassigned to the Independent Raid Force. The what? We're a covert ops unit charged with taking down internal threats to the Empire at our own discretion. Vague description, admittedly, but one that allows groups like Ouroboros and Igakorus to fall under our jurisdiction. In other words, it's a unit created to give us the authority needed to fight this battle. Those rules sound dangerously vague, but so long as they have you fighting by our side, I'm not about to complain. I mean... I'd fight is what we'll do. I've got to make up for that sorry state you last saw me in. We're gonna give it our all to make tomorrow a major success. Now that we've finally found a path we can believe in, we're more than ready to help out. Thanks, I knew we could count on you. That's right, this reconciliation is truly a thing of beauty. I hear a lot of other Thor's graduates in the army are getting the same treatment. They'll be able to participate in the operation, too. It's shaping up to be quite the reunion. Interesting! So it seems Van Dyke is, Van Dyke has his own plan. Interesting. I can hardly wait. Offer superb dishes. Interesting. Patrick! My friend! Young Master Patrick, allow me to congratulate you on your accomplishments in Eastern Erebonia. They're hardly worth congratulating. I merely assisted Lord Mateus and his allies in dealing with some unsavory characters. I'm far more impressed by what you've been up to, Celestine. Taking care of my father and his affairs must have been no simple task. You flatter me. Compared to the Civil War, this was but a walk in the park. You deflected, young master, but you really have matured. That we can speak so casually about your involvement on the world stage is proof. In that case, Celestine, wouldn't it be high time you stopped calling me young master? Or do you still see me as a child? Well, I can hardly walk that back now, can I? Well, Lord Patrick, I could get used to that. I'll be counting you to take care of logistics tomorrow, Celestine. I trust you'll not let us down. But of course. Patrick! It's like, unless you still see me as a child. And it's like, yeah, I can't walk back. I can't walk out of that one. You like walked right into that one. Once we're done with all of this stuff, ooh, there's some stuff I can't do until after this. Okay, so once we're done with this, I'm gonna save, because what I want to do is I want to view all of the bonding events. So this part might take like 2 days. I want to view all the bonding events, right? Because if we look at characters, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have exactly 10. That's actually really convenient. Right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to Fee, Laura, Sarah, Emma, and Altina. I think that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then we'll save the other 5 for like a next round, because I'm gonna like reset it. I'm gonna reload the save and whatnot. Because I want to see the events for everyone. And obviously I have to reset because, you know. I'm gonna feel really bad about this. I want to talk to Valimar! And possibly Millium. There's a cat here. Hey there, are you hungry? Meow. That sounds like a yes to me. I think there should be a fishing spot nearby. Let's say we try and catch you something to eat. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hey Valimar, it's good to see you. You as well, Reen. The cusp of the great twilight may soon be upon us, but this evening is still as lovely as ever. Yeah, it really is. Now that you mention it, we had an evening just like this 2 years back. Coincidental. I was just thinking exactly the same. I know I said this already, but I really am glad you're back to your old self again. I'm just sorry that I couldn't do anything to help. I too will say something I've already said many times before. You needn't worry. My past awakeners have all experienced their share of agony and hesitation, and yet each of them continued to persevere in spite of it. You, Reen, are no different than they. I guess, but wait. When you say past awakeners, that includes Emperor Drykos, right? Was he like me too? Naturally so. I have finally managed to recover the whole of my memories, you see. Though because I fell to sleep not long after the War of the Lions, the Drykos I remember was only a prince. It is both amusing and gratifying to learn that the hopeless optimist I once knew is today praised as father of the Renaissance. Hopeless optimist. I'll bet it is. So, what do you think of him now, then? The measure of a man differs, of course, from youth to middle age. But the color of his soul remains the same. I sense no trace of him being manipulated by a Shmelga. I see. Thanks, Valimar. I think I'm ready to face him, no matter how things turn out. And when I do, it's up to me, no, up to all of us, to stop him. That pleases me to hear. It also makes me realize just how much you have grown, Reen. I still have a long way to go, and without the luxury of time. Tomorrow's the day that decides it all. I'll be counting on you, partner. As will I. My power is yours. Hey! Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Is there an Orbital, like, thingamabobber? Where's the arcade? Oh, wherever Altina is. Altina's in the arcade. That's not in the arcade. Anyway. It's been quite some time since the entire swimming club got together. Yeah, maybe the first time we've ever done so outside of practice. Well, a place like this, I figure the bigger the group, the bigger the fun, right? Where do you want to hit first, Allie? The beach? The park? I think I'd like to hit the food stalls. But maybe we should do that after the horror coaster. Getting spooked might help us build up an appetite. Sure, sounds good to me. The horror coaster, I must admit. Just thinking of it sends a little chill up my spine. That's all part of the fun. Altina's going to be going around the park and swimming club, huh? I'm glad to see she's finally comfortable enough to go have fun with her friends. So I was thinking we could go shopping or maybe ride the Ferris wheel together. But I'd also like to check out the Castle of Mirrors and the food stalls. Okay, cool your jets. We're not going to have time for all of that. Don't forget, we're meeting up with Estelle and the others later. You're right. I'm going to have to prioritize. So, again, I was wondering, how do you feel, you know, about... about what? Nothing. Alright then. Anyway, whatever you want to do, I'm up for it. You've got me for the whole evening. I know that's not a ton of time, but I figure there's still plenty we can do, you know, just not everything. Thanks, Agate. Those two are so close, it's really sweet. I feel like something between them is a little different from usual, though. Could be wrong, though, and I'm definitely not about to bring it up. Yeah, please don't bring it up. As much as I would love to see them both flustered as all hell.
Now...
I'm guessing this is what it means by arcade, like this entire area. So we need to talk to Toval twice. And we need to find Mint. Southwest is... this way? Well, there's Toval. Hey, Toval, Major Michael, out for a couple of drinks. You know it. Come think of it, I never got the chance to probably thank you for helping me back in Lemaire. We couldn't have stopped those railway cannons without you, Zero Artisan. Hey, it was a team effort. We wouldn't have gotten far without you in command. Anyhow, tonight's not about work. Drink up, let's enjoy ourselves. I didn't realize you were such a lush. To tell you the truth, I'm not. Ayn can drink me under the table any day of the week. She's proven that time and time again. I prefer to savor my liquor, but with her, it always turns into some kind of contest. Drunks like her are always... Makes sense that the head of the Gralsritter can hold her liquor, I guess. I feel your pain, Toval. It's the same for me whenever I go out with Principal Aurelia. She just keeps chugging drinks like there's no tomorrow, and she expects me to try and match her pace. Taking the time to enjoy the flavor and aroma of each drink is much more my style. You said it. Who knew you and I had so much in common? My thoughts exactly. So I see these two hitting it off. Come think of it, they both have a similar outlook on life. I'm surprised they weren't already friends before now. Serene, you play Vantage Masters? I do, and since you're asking, I'm guessing you do too. Well, yeah, I've liked games like these ever since I was a kid. Since we've got a little time on our hands, what do you say we play a couple rounds? We don't have that much time, bro! I'll even up the ante a little. You beat me, I'll give you a special prize. Well, with a pitch like that, how can I say no? Mint. Mint is the last person. With a pitch like that, how can I say no? You can now play Vantage Masters against Toval. A sub-event. Now tell me, what is the current status on your end? Well, I've just about completed most of the things you asked from me. As for the information sharing network we're using to consolidate tomorrow's tactical data. Given our cooperation with the Viceland forces, we should be sitting at a framework completion of around 80%. In other words, not yet complete. You're losing your edge, Second Disciple. Oh, come on, Professor. That's unreasonable, even for you. You're the one who sprung this colossal project up on the spot, no questions asked. It ain't getting done that quickly. It sounds like you guys have got your hands full. Oh, sure, I didn't see you there. My disciple and I are reviewing the logistical intricacies of tomorrow's plan. Now, shoo. Sorry, just one quick question, I'll be gone. When you say an information sharing network, do you mean His Highness's sonorous seashell? Correctly assumed. Despite my disdain for these so-called artifacts, we cannot ignore its practicality in this particular instance. It's only the logical choice to make. It sounds a lot more worthwhile when you put it that way, just wish you'd done so from the get-go. Oh well, we've got a ton of talent behind this thing, so we hope to have it all finished up sometime tonight. Hey ho! Uncle Makarov, it's finally finished! Ugh, as subtle as always. Now I see you're the one helping Instructor Makarov build up the tactical network, aren't you, Mint? Yep, gotta admit, she knows what she's doing, especially with... the tactical what? Work now? No way, I know what that is. I think I heard you mention it before. You've got to be kidding me. What have you been doing all this time then? Well, at first I was doing all that work Uncle Makarov asked me to. Then I got distracted and started working on a little side project instead. But get this, while I was testing things, I ended up making contact with a certain special someone. So you're really gonna want to talk with Uncle Makarov. What the hell are you going on at this time? You can save the stupid hogwash for later. Stupid hogwash, am I? Wait, you're Count Hohen Alfheim of the Southern Province, yes. Hohenheim? Really? Hohenheim! Fuck's sake! Of course they had to put that name somewhere in this game. Apparently you and I should have a little talk about my daughter Mary. Count Alfheim. That's Instructor Mary's father. Oh, Mint, talk about time. I can't tell if it's lucky or lousy just yet, though. Contact them totally by accident. Pretty super duper awesome of me, don't you think? Anyhow, tomorrow's battle was going to be a mondo dangerous, so I think you two need to have a little heart-to-heart about Instructor Mary. Me too, I've already been going out for like over a year. Over a year, you say? Goodness, I had no idea. Let's see, my daughter isn't there with you right now, but that may be for the best. Yeah, perhaps you'd like to fill me in on the details. Mint, I'm begging you, keep that mouthy chatterbox of yours shut for once. I hadn't realized you'd left this loose end untied. How very remiss of you. You know I don't tolerate sloppy work. You do well to finish the job you've started. Not you too, Professor! Oh, Ramp Makarov! Finish the job, you mean he's going to propose? Wowee, I can feel my heart racing laps already. Can all of you stop getting the wrong idea? I'm starting to feel a little bad for him now. I am not! Well, that was a big old flapperoony. Uncle Makarov sure gave me an earful for it, too. Still, maybe things will go okay between him and Instructor Mary's dad anyway. What's done is done. You should focus instead on the task at hand. Schwartz, I highly suggest you don't leave any business unfinished today either. I don't plan to, but thank you. As I see, even the professor has his offside. Yeah, a man's like, bro, tell the woman you love her! And what are you gawking at? Is there something stuck on my face? Oh, no. I was just going to say goodbye. See you, Professor. Mint 2. View a sub-event. Oh. Okay. So, where do I go for all the fun stuff? Oh! Apparently we don't get to see, we don't get the trophies until, like, way later. Fine. No, skip it out. I'm still gonna do it anyway. I don't care. I just want to see the scene. Now, where the frick do I go? Oh, we go to the individual thingies. All right. This is scary, man. Let's start with the Ferris wheel. Do you morons ever think about anything other than what you want? Hey, are you even listening to me, George Crow? You too. Yeah, we just don't have a good excuse. So I guess I should apologize for my actions during the Civil War. I think so too, but Angie, you're not blameless either. You should have run off to the cemetery on your own without saying anything 2 months ago. I know that you felt bad about planning to dig up Crow's grave, but you could have said something and gotten someone else's perspective. You didn't explain George's actions in Calvary either. Toa, are you angry at me? No, of course not. I'm not angry at all. Not even a little. Okay, the scene going all black and white. She's angry. It's not what she's saying that makes this awkward. Toa's relentless logic at times like these is terrifying. Doesn't help that she's been drinking too. Hey, you should be listening to this too. Don't act like this has nothing to do with you. As graduates of Thor's, you need to behave more respectably. Understood. Roger that. Well, I dropped out, so you can't call me a graduate. Nice try, Crow. You may have dropped out, but regulations state you can always re-enroll. If you end up at the branch campus with me and Reen, well... Oh, no. Oh, hell no! Being your student would be bad enough, but if I were Reen's... Oh, rippity rip, and Reen's standing right there. You brought this on yourself, you know. If that happens, you better get to studying. It's been a long time since I've seen the four of them together like this. I'm sure they realize how unlikely it is too.
Besides, until we manage to put this great Twilight business to an end, I'm living on borrowed time.
Yeah.
Yep, any way you slice it, my being here contradicts reality itself. Doesn't matter what you, Adios, or anyone else has to say about it. My fate's not gonna change one bit.
But they're smiling and staying positive. They really are something special. Oh, for fuck's sake! Really? Also, it didn't include the character note for Toa. Oh, it does. Well, fuck! I thought this was gonna be stuff after. We're apparently not done with all the things, but I thought George and Jellicoe would be getting some quality time together, but we bumped into them and now it's all four of us hanging out like always. So that's what happened. Hey, wait, I got an idea, man. I got a great idea, man. How about you and Toa hang out? It'll give me the chance to sneak off and chat someone up. What? Crow? I think that's our cue to leave, George. Sounds good, but you know, I don't think it's me you want to spend time with. Well, with Kia, Ren, Tita, and Tio around. Oh, we should acquaint ourselves with Sully, too. Wow, she's really missing the point. Did I just get booted from the table? That's hilarious. What game shall we play today? I have something important to say. My real name is Miss Schneider. Everyone thought I died when I was an infant. But I am your brother. Whoa, that's a lot to take in. But now that you mention it, I do remember having a brother a long time ago. What? Seriously? This is a shocking development. Yeah, it's so exciting. There are complex reasons why I am a robot now. Let's not worry about that now. We gotta celebrate our long-due reunion. That's right, brother. Okay, everyone, let's sing together. Let's dance and make a wish with mission. Oh, God. Oh, God. Looks like everyone's having a good time. Yeah. TO2. Alright, alright, alright. Enough, Dodo. Oh, well, I guess we can talk to Oliver. Sure. Have you considered just ever so slightly slowing your pace a hair? You're drinking like a fish with alcoholism. Gulp. Oh, don't be such a wet blanket. First time we get to go out in a while and you want to ruin all the fun. No, that's hardly what I... Well, I suppose there's no harm in cutting loose this evening. Allow me to join you in the festivities. I don't think so. You need to take it easy. Remember what the doctor told you about giving your body time to heal. Fair, I suppose. Don't worry, when all this is over and you're fully recovered, we'll go out for a really wild night. We'll call up Aina and hit all of Libero's best bars and party till dawn. As tempting as that sounds, I wonder if we could dial it back just a little tonight. Did you say something? Nothing at all, my dearest. I wonder who this Aina is. Anyway, it really seems like only Sharon Mueller could get away with treating the prince the way they do. Let's see, the prince's best friend and the prince's, well, we don't really know what she is to Oliver at the moment. I'm pretty sure they're dating. But I think more than that. Oh, hey, while you're here, there's something I've been meaning to give you, Reen. Here, it's my Palm Party account ID. Let's play a game or two sometime. Whee! I love how I'm not playing the game at all, and I keep doing this. Oh, great, thank you. You know, Shara, you really are my one and only. Given the events this evening has in store, I'll keep you company as you drink. But I'll make sure you do so in moderation. You gonna pour, or are you gonna keep talking? Right, here you are. Alright, Ferris wheel. Before we go on the Ferris wheel, I'm saving. Eventide. No more character notes. I'm gonna view the events. This is the great Ferris wheel of Michelin. It's been booked out for all of you, so you can head straight on. Why don't you enjoy the view of someone special tonight? The Ferris wheel will be a great place to spend some quality time. It seems like the kind of thing that anyone can enjoy. Is it everyone? Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's everyone. So I can just spend them all here then. I don't have to move. Good. Rain contacts his chosen companion on the Orcus too. They use the special ticket to go on the Ferris wheel together. We're almost at the top. We can see the whole of Michelin from here. I do not know what words would describe this best. Beautiful seems inadequate. We don't need words. It's the feeling that matters. Indeed. That's something you and the others have taught me. That sometimes emotions cannot be put into words. I want to thank you, Instructor Reen, for teaching us that. You're welcome, Altino. I'm pretty sure us should have been me, but okay. Unless she means clam solace as well. The car gently lowered to the ground on the right ended up offering them a spectacular view. Once on the ground, they both had other things to attend to. Special scene? Afterward, Reen decided to walk back with Altina. They enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could. Until... Oh no, please make this voice acted.
I'm very happy to have met you, Instructor Reen.
Oh, okay, that actually shocked me. Oh, what's this all of a sudden?
Just a passing thought. When we first met, we were nothing more than enemies. Not long after, we were partners, and later still, teacher and pupil. In every instance, you've always been there, looking out for me in some way. Meeting the rest of Class 7, getting closer to Millium, all of those things have changed me for the better. I may not have been born a human, but I think I have become more like one. And for that, I want to thank you.
Altina. That's something you learned on your own, from all the time you've spent with everyone. All I've done is given you a little push down again. Still, knowing I've been able to help even just a little makes me happier and prouder than you could ever imagine.
Instructor Reen. There's still so much left in this world for you to teach me. So much left I want to learn. It falls to us to pave the way to a better future. For you, for Millium, and for everyone else as well. And to that end, you have my full support, just like always. Our mission tomorrow is nothing we can't overcome together.
And overcome we will, Altina, just like always. On that note, Instructor Reen, I was wondering if you could spare some time for me later. Oh? I feel there were some things left unsaid after our conversation the other day. Our decisive battle starts tomorrow. This may be the final night we spend together. I can feel my chest tighten every time I think of it. I see. I have to understand what these feelings are no matter what may become of it. Knowing that is more important to me than anything else in the world right now. If you happen to have time later, please call me on my Arcus. Whatever works best for you, I will make the time. I should contact Altina later if I decide I'm ready to face her feelings. Oh, and he knows! He's not completely... You received an invitation from Altina. As a real bond, they both became stronger. Haze Anima. I want to see what it does. Reen only. Well, completely useless then. It's Reen only. Okay. Next, we're gonna go back to the Ferris wheel. we're just gonna go down the list, and then once I've finished that list, I'll go down the list again, but with the normal peeps, with like the main 5. This is the Great Ferris Wheel of Michelin. It's been booked out for Altina's gone. Now we want Laura. Range Context has chosen companion on the Arcus 2. These are special tickets to go. By the way, for the 5 we chose, the second set of 5, I will actually be reloading it in every time after the scene. I'll probably have to completely close out of the game, but yeah. They use the special ticket to go on the Ferris wheel together. Poor Laura. She's gonna get soft reset over. Hopefully I have time to do all this shenanigans. Although I guess we could go extra. Almost at the top, I can see why this Ferris wheel is so popular when I look down from here. It's nice to spend some quiet time together away from the crowds. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I wasn't sure if I should invite you after everything that's happened. I thought maybe you'd prefer to spend time with your father. It is sweet of you to think of that, but I want to treasure this time with you. Thanks to you, my blade will be precise and true. I'll hold these precious times to be spent together deep in my heart. Laura, hearing you say that really makes me feel so much better about tomorrow. The car gently lowered to the ground when the ride ended after offering them a spectacular view. Once on the ground, they both had other things to attend to. Your bond with Laura strengthened. What I might do is create a second save file so that I can redo these 5. Afterward, Reen decided to walk back with Laura. They enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could. And then...
Reen, you have my gratitude.
I do? Where's this coming from?
Well, perhaps it's just the festive atmosphere getting to me. Ours was a long, arduous journey, but walking this path has allowed me to grow in ways I thought unimaginable. Not just as a swordsman, but as a person of principle, strong and resolute.
Yeah, I'm gonna save this as a second file, and then we can redo like the ending portion of this when we do the extra bits tomorrow, maybe.
Reconciling with Fee, training with Monica, and becoming closer to them in the process. Those experiences, and the fact that I was able to surpass my father, are proof of how far I've come.
Laura, you've always been there for me when I needed it most. Like on our very first field study back when we were still students, or on Brionia Island beneath the pouring rain. I wouldn't be here if not for that radiant spirit of yours, always shining bright to guide my way. In that sense, I think I should be the one thanking you.
Reen. Tomorrow may prove our most decisive battle yet, but I know Class 7 has nothing to fear. The day will be ours. Together, you and I shall cut a path through on the wings of victory.
And that's assuming I don't get, like, stopped and unable to finish, because if it hits 2 o'clock and we still haven't finished today, then it's just... the rest of today goes tomorrow. I couldn't put it better myself. Laura's made it plenty clear how she feels about me. She's overcome so much for herself, but me, I'm just sitting around waiting for the next rivalry to start. This could be our final night together. Is this really how I want it to end? Oh! Interesting! Interesting! I don't know how to... I mean, Reen's technically single at the moment. Oh... I didn't think it would give us the choice. I thought it was gonna force us. Sure. Laura, I don't know if I'm in any position to ask this of you, but would you mind if we had a talk together later tonight? You mean... I have no reason to refuse, but you may find yourself busier than you expected. Call me on Arcus 2 when you're ready to confirm. I'll be waiting. Sure thing. I really want to see these scenes, so... They both became stronger. Bravery Anima. Ugh. Nope, I'm not even going to look at these until after the 5. Back to the Ferris wheel we go. Yada yada yada. I'm back, bro. Don't talk. I love how Kurt has a star, but Elliot doesn't. Is this because Kurt and Ash are maxed? Celine, why would we invite Celine? That's comical on like on a level I didn't think was possible. Anyway, Laura is done, so we want Emma. Rain contacts his chosen companion on the Arcus 2. It's so like bouncy, man. It fills me full of cheer. There doesn't seem to be any problem with the barrier at the moment. I hope everyone can rest easy at least for just tonight. I think you've managed to give everyone some much needed respite, but you need to make time for yourself so you can get a breather too. I know. Thank you for always taking such good care of me, Reen. Because of you, I'm very different from the inexperienced and lost witch I was when we first met. We can do this tomorrow. No matter what awaits us, I'll be here for you, Reen. Hey, you might want to borrow Rose's staff. I don't know if it actually like amplifies your power or anything, but like, you still might want to borrow it. Emma, I'm here for you too, always. Or at least get your own, since Vita has her own as well. The car gently lowered to the ground when the ride ended after offering them a spectacular view. Once on the ground, they both had other things to attend to. Your bond with them was strengthened. I love that just the tune. It's so nice. Holy shit! My PS4! Afterward, Reen decided to walk back with Emma. You guys might actually be able to hear my PS4 when I stop talking. They enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could, until...
Reen, I know this has been a long time coming, but I wanted to thank you.
Emma.
Being with all of you has taught me something. I don't have to be my sister, or my grandmother, or even my mother. I can be a witch in my own right, in my own way. Of course, I still have a lot more to learn before I actually get there. But still, I believe in myself. I believe I'll make it through tomorrow alongside everyone else, and one day become the witch I know I can be. This world of ours won't end. The future will come, and it'll be one I can spend with you.
I couldn't ask for anything more, Emma. Side by side, we'll continue to grow and improve, me with my sword, you with your staff. The others too. If we work together, not even the Great Twilight will stand a chance.
Right.
This could be our final night. Is this really how I want it to end? Ah, stop giving me the option! Hey, Emma. If it's alright with you, would you like to spend a bit of time together later tonight? Oh, I would love to. As long as you aren't too busy yourself, that is. Contact me on your Arcus once you know for sure. I'll be waiting. Sure thing. I feel so bad! You made a date with Emma. As Rain Emma's... Oh god. Oh god. Wisdom Anima! Oh god. Also, we need to find an inn or something. I have 100 CP. Oh wait, we'll be fine tomorrow. 2 more runs of the Ferris wheel, and then we have to reset. We'll save and reset. As if that makes any sense. Save a second file. Huh? I don't know what you mean, Dark Sage. Like, I don't even remember if there is a Father Kevin in this game. I don't know if there's a Kevin in this game, period. And considering we're almost done with the game, I doubt it. Are we almost to the top? That didn't take long. I could stare at such a beautiful view forever. I always forget how young you are until I see you like this. I'm not a kid anymore, okay? Quit treating me like one. You'll regret it one day, Reen. I can drink in 2 years after all. Let's do this again for my 20th birthday. I'd like that, Fee. I'll look forward to it. Car gently lowered to the ground. Afterward, Reen decided to walk back with Fee. Until... There we go.
Hey, Reen. Just wanted to tell you... Thanks... for everything.
Why is everybody thinking Reen? Like, jeez. First everyone confesses to Reen, now everyone's thanking Reen. Reen, what did you do? Fee.
I never would have made it this far if not for Sarah. Same goes for you and the rest of Class 7 too. Zeno, Leo, and the boss taught me a lot themselves, even before that. But now I can use all I've learned as a bracer. To protect instead of destroy. So tomorrow, I'll be giving it everything I got. No holding back. Don't worry, Reen. I'll keep you safe, no matter what.
Thanks, Fee, but all you've said for me goes for you too. United we stand, unbroken. That's what it means to be a bracer, right? So let's do everything we can together. We won't let tomorrow slip out of our grasp.
Got it.
Come think about myself and give her my answer. This is our last night together. This is really how I want it to end. Fee, would you like to spend some more time with me later tonight? Huh? I mean, yeah, totally. But I bet you're already busy enough as it is, or, you know, something else might come up. So just shoot me a call on my Arcus once you know for sure, okay? Of course. Oh dear. This game pulls at my heartstrings a lot. Like, that's just the thing that this game likes to do. It just pulls at your heartstrings. Falcon Animo. Alright, last round! And then we save a second file and reset to do the other to do the last 5. Whew.
This is the great Ferris wheel of Michelin.
Sarah! Rain contacts his chosen companion on the Arcus 2. They use a special ticket to go on the Ferris wheel together. As awkward as this is, I'm not even after all the trophies, and I'm still gonna like do a bunch of soft resetting for this. Ah! I have no idea why you're inviting me for a ride on the Ferris wheel. Shouldn't you be inviting someone else for this romantic night? Which is exactly why I wanted to invite you. Just remember that night where we stayed up drinking and talking? Oh yeah, it was only a few months ago, but it feels like an age away now. Well, it's a special night. Spending it with my cute student isn't too bad. Let's get a drink together sometime soon. And we can remember this night when we rode the Ferris wheel together. Sure, I'd like that. Oh dear. Oh dear, Rean. Rean being Rean makes me nervous. Afterward, Rean decided to walk back with Sarah. They enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could. And then...
Thanks, Rean. For everything.
Instructor.
Looking back on it, I've been a pretty shoddy excuse of a teacher to you guys. Especially to you, Rean. But in the end, I ended up growing just as much as all of you.
I mean, you're not that much older than them.
Not just as an instructor or as a bracer, but a person, too.
She's like 27. And Rean and Gang are like 20, 21. She's really not that much older than us.
Tomorrow, we fight for a better future. One where we can keep on growing. Together. What am I saying? You're all younger than me, so listen up. We're all gonna make it through this. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Understood?
Understood, loud and clear. We'll pull through this, Instructor Sarah. This is the last night. This is how I want it to end. Listen, Instructor. Would you have time to chat later someplace? Sure. But don't let me take up your time if you've got other people you need to see. I wouldn't want to get in the way of that. Why don't you get a hold of me on my Arcus if you still want to meet? I'll wait up for you. Got it. Oh, joy. And with that, we're going to check the items that we got for it, and then we'll save. Speed Anima. See. Straight. Let's see. Bravery Anima. Rean only. Accuracy and strength plus 100. Interesting. Wisdom Anima. Time to cast art is cut by 50%. Magic evasion plus 20%. Arts and arts defense plus 200. Falcon Anima. Evasion and crit rate plus. And bounce down is now 50% for 1 turn. Oh god. Speed Anima. Auto CP up plus 6 per turn. Arena only. Proof of unwavering spawn with. Bro! Bro, come on! System, save. New save data. Load. $11:36. Interesting, so it takes about 20 minutes. And flashback! Imagine the scene change thingy. Alright, now for the main group of 5. I'm not gonna read this. We've already read this. This seems like a good place to join. Is any? Ooh. Obviously, the first one has to be Elise. We're gonna go up, apparently. Ring Context has chosen a companion on the Arcus 2. They use a special ticket to go on the Ferris wheel together. Hey! It's little sis. The Schwarzer siblings. view at night is spectacular. I love spending family time with you like this. I've always wanted to ride a Ferris wheel. Saw one in a magazine at St. Estrella. Really? Glad I invited you then. It'd really be nice if Mom and Dad could be here too. No one knows what's going to happen tomorrow after all. Rean. Let's make a promise to bring Mom and Dad here when everything is over. You wouldn't break a promise with your little sister, right? You're right. I promise, Elise. I don't know when, but the next time we're here, it'll be with Mom and Dad as a family. Yeah. Maybe? I actually don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure Rean survives all the rivalries and wins it. I say that because I actually checked Valamore's thing. So I know Valamore survives all the rivalries. Which means that Rean does. But other than that... And of course Rean survives the rivalries. The game would be weird if it didn't. Anyway. Let's look around. You bond with the least strengthened. Whee! Afterward, Rean decided to walk back with Elise. They enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could. Until...
Rean, I just wanted to let you know that I feel so lucky to be your sister.
Elise.
The war starts tomorrow. No one knows what'll become of the world afterward. Or you. But strangely enough, I don't feel the slightest bit afraid. I'll be right there for you on the Courageous 2.
Cold!
Even in the heat of battle, our hearts will remain connected, side by side.
You're exactly right, and I'm lucky to be your brother. I have both my fathers to thank for that, I suppose. And of course, Mom as well. We're the children of the shores our house. Let's give it our all tomorrow. We'll get through this safe and sound and show Mom and Dad just how far we've come together.
Yes, let's.
Perhaps this isn't the best time to bring this up, but do you think you could make some time for me later tonight, Rean? Sure. Was there a ride you wanted to go on? No, I meant after the festivities. I was thinking that if you hadn't promised to spend the evening with anyone, you could perhaps spend it with me. Oh. Call me on your Arcus 2 once you decide. I'll be waiting for your call. I should contact Elise later if I decide I'm ready to face her feelings. Yeah! So much self-resetting for this game! You received an invitation from Elise. As Rean's ability in the Behemoth became stronger. Benevolence Anima. Actually, hold up. Oh, we can't do it yet! I was wondering if we could just contact her now. I'm guessing we have to literally finish everything else. Honestly, the Castle of Mirrors, I don't like it, and the Horror Coaster's just dumb. It's why I just keep going over the Ferris wheel. It's the only one that I like. Of the three. I mean, technically, I guess we could go to the beach. Wait. So, Muse, Alphen, and Elise are all at the boutique. Yeah, that's not concerning one bit. Nope, not at all. Oh, it's just... More Lego! This is the Great Ferris Wheel of Michelin. It's been booked out for all of you, so you can head straight on. Why enjoy the view with someone special tonight? The Ferris wheel will be a great place to spend some quality time. This seems like the kind of thing that anyone could enjoy. Who's ever gonna go up? Ring contacted his chosen companion on the Arcus 2. They use a special ticket, blah blah blah. Hey look, it's the princess! The pride of Erebonia. Wow, look at that. It's so sparkly under us. It really is an amazing view. I could stay on this ride forever. I'm really glad you like it, Your Highness. I was worried that you'd find this little ride like this boring. Actually, it's exhilarating. I'm in a close space just with you. And then there's this spectacular view. If I don't say something now, I think my heart will jump from my chest. Your Highness. Tonight will be a night that I will never forget. I hope you'll invite me again when the Empire and the world is at peace again. Of course, I look forward to it. I mean, that's easily done. Matching it with the promise of the lease, you can easily take it as a family thing. The car gently lowered to the ground when the ride ended after offering them a spectacular view. Woo! I'm after the trophies. That's why I have 2 save files now. Afterward, Rean decided to walk back with Alphen. They enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could, until...
Rean, it appears my thanks are in order.
Thanks. What for, Your Highness?
I was just thinking of how much you've done for me and my family. The number of times you and Elise have come to our aid are more than I can even count. Like with Cedric 2 years ago in the Infernal Castle. Or with Olivert and his radiant wings. You rescued my mother, and you visited my father in the hospital.
I'm not really sure I can take credit for that one. But it is true that Elise and I have unbreakable ties to House Arnor, as do my fathers, the both of them. I'm honored we share this connection, not just as noble houses, but as people.
As am I. I thank Adios every day for bringing you and Elise into my life. We in House Arnor love you as one of our own. You must survive tomorrow. If not for us, then for Elise as well.
As one of our own. Oh no.
And as for Cedric, I pray you help him come to his senses.
No, I'm gonna stab him straight through the chest. Of course, Your Highness. Fuck off, Rean. Let me stab the boy! I'm sorry, Elise, but I cannot hide how I feel. I just have one other thing to ask of you. Not as your Imperial Princess, but as nothing more than a normal girl. Oh? Might you spare a moment to speak with me once the festivities have ended? That is, unless you already have plans with someone else, such as Elise, perhaps. Your Highness. Contact me on your Arcus too, should you wish to meet. I'll be awaiting your call. Your Highness already know what's going on. She told me I didn't need to respond. But if I do share her feelings, I should tell her so face to face. Oh no. Oh no. You received an invitation from Alphen. As Rean and Alphen's bond deepened, they both became stronger. Rean's arts and arts defense increased by 3, but Alphen got no bonuses because we can't use Alphen in this game, only in 2. Anyway, I'm gonna be right back because Nature's calls. Anyway, back to the game. I kind of want to go to the beach. I want to see the beach. I want to see what the beach looks like. Lakeside Beach. I know we took thing to the Ferris wheel, but like, I want to go to the beach. What's this beach event? Oh, that's a quest. That's the quest we didn't do yet. Welcome to Lakeside Beach. It's pretty romantic this time of night, much more than it is in the day. As your service ticket holder, you can have 2 sparklers for each ticket. So how about you enjoy some sparklers by the beach? It's a perfect way to take in the lake. It's a shorter list. No, the Ferris wheel seems better. Sparklers. What? I'm not gonna risk burning that special someone. Nice romantic. Oh ho ho! Ada and Sydney, my boy. Go get him, Sydney. You can do it. We got Alfred and Elise, and now we need Elisa. Ring Context is chosen companion on the Arcus 2. They use a special ticket to go on the Ferris wheel together. It's a great view, the whole of Michelin sparkles. Being able to share a ride on the Ferris wheel with you is like a dream come true, Reen. Yeah, it's the same for me. I can't stop tomorrow from coming, but as long as you're here with me, Elisa, I know that everything's going to work out somehow. Reen, it's a little silly, but I like it when you say things like that. I need to turn my phone back on. I turned it off when I got home, but like, I need to turn it on. It feels weird not having my phone on. And it's a little silly, but I like it when you say things like that. I've been able to keep my head up through everything because of you. I'm never going to forget this moment. Me neither. The car gently lowered to the ground and the ride ended. There's something I wanted to check. Hold up. Once to the ground, they both had other things to attend to. Okay. Both had other things to attend to. Your bond with Lisa strengthened. Of course it did. We get one more ticket, by the way. If I get a rainbow trout and feed it to the cat, but like, I don't think we can farm the tickets. Otherwise, I would have just done that. After Irene decided to walk back with Elisa, they enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could, until...
Hey, Reen.
Elisa, every time your voice goes voice acting, I get like nervous.
Thanks for inviting me out tonight.
Last time she spoke, she broke up with Reen. Of course. You don't need to thank me for that.
I just thought I'd never get a chance to spend time with you like this again.
Who broke up with who again? Because Daddy is a bad man? Or technically Daddy is possessed by an ancient robot mech thing from 1200 years ago?
I mean, sure, it would have been nice to be here under better circumstances, but despite everything going on in the world, I still enjoyed our time tonight. Every last moment of it. So, thank you. I mean it.
Elisa, I should be the one thanking you for always standing by my side. We both have a lot at stake in tomorrow's battle, but that doesn't mean we have to face it alone. We'll get through it all together, Elisa, hand in hand.
Right. Hand in hand.
Elisa told me to forget all that's happened between us, but is this really how I want to end our final night? Oh! Make a date with Elisa. Elisa, I'm not sure if this is the right thing to do, but can we talk again after all this is over? Sure, I don't mind. But I get the feeling you might end up busy then. If you still feel like it later, just call me on my Arcus. I'll be waiting. Right, I will. I feel like you're gonna be busy. I mean, I could just reload the game. You made a date with Elisa. Woo! Arts and Arts Defense plus 15. Ring gets plus 2. Why? I never understood that. Why? Shouldn't it be the same? Heaven anima. And Lisa's literally right there with Emma. Celine, kitty. I never knew you were such an amusement park aficionado, Louise. Last time I was at Crossbell, I had an annual pass. I pretty much know this place inside and out. Looks like Louise is giving you the grand tour. Yep, we're planning on meeting up with Laura and Fee a little later, but for now, we thought it might be fun to spend some time with the current Thor students. We may be alumni, but we're really just following Louise's lead. When it comes to Michelin, I'm practically professor. Come on, you three, I'll give you the definitive amusement park experience. 3, you want me to come as well? Well, I guess that could be interesting. Oh, go have fun, Celine. Cats don't get to ride amusement park rides every day. By the way, I thought I heard someone calling my name. Guess my imagination's running wild. I mean, I did say your name. And I also said Kitty. So... Y'all wanna have a battle where, Let's do it. Let's do it. Before we talk to Muse and, you know. I cannot help but be jealous of you. Your successors are well on their way to holding their own. I don't know about that. My son's one matter, but my daughter hasn't settled down at all. As for my other daughter, I'm both excited and worried about her future. But his lordship hasn't the slightest need to worry about successors. That may be true in matters of the sword, but I still have so many other unresolved matters. My student, Aurelia Le Guin, follows a similar path. I suppose a father is destined to worry about his children. It looks like you're enjoying the evening, but I wonder if you would have time to discuss something. Please be aware that some content quests will no longer be available after talking to Cassius. Not yet! We'll do that at the very end of the day. I was like, let's talk to Cassius. Nope! Nope! I noped right on out of there. Apparently it wants us to use every craft we have for this fight. This is the great Ferris wheel of Michelin. I like to talk a lot. Music. Rain contact destroys a companion to use a special ticket to go on the Ferris wheel together. I just realized the bonding event thing might actually, like... We've almost reached the top. That was fast. It feels so great to be able to enjoy the view, just the two of us. I bet the rest of your fans will be super jealous of me. I don't have fans. We've had this discussion before, Muse. Countless times. If I get my wish, it will never stop. No one knows what will happen tomorrow, but maybe we can do this again. I really hope so too. I really like her with long hair. The car gently lowered to the ground when the ride ended after offering them a spectacular view. I also got to see the final bonding events with both Alphen and Elise this time, unlike on 3, where I was only with Elise. Well, technically it was both, but I just never maxed out Alphen. Afterward, Reen decided to walk back with Muse. They enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening songs. Could until...
Instructor Reen, allow me to apologize.
Well, that's new! Apologize? What for?
Back before we met, when Elise had told me about you, there was a part of me that thought of you as nothing more than a pawn to be played.
Oh, that. You didn't know me then.
You, the Ashen Chevalier, the young hero who saved the nation. Your past, your relationship with the Chancellor, all of it factored in my calculations. My plans to use you.
Yeah, I'd guessed as much. Given your keen, analytical mind, I'd be surprised if you hadn't thought of me like that. But now you're telling me this, I assume that's all in the past now.
Indeed. Ever since that evening 2 months ago at the field exercise camp.
You and your classmates do have an effect on each other. You might be able to limit that, we can't escape it. We'll be watching to see how that changes you, all of you.
Those words of yours strike me just as deeply now as they did then. And strangely enough, tonight on the eve of Operation Mule Mirage, I don't feel even the slightest bit of fear. For that, you have my sincerest gratitude, and my deepest apologies as well.
It's fine, don't worry about it, Muse. And let me thank you as well for all the time we've spent together. Neither of us want to have to rely on this plan of yours, so let's do everything we can tomorrow to find victory on our own terms, together.
Yes! You have my word, Instructor Reen.
And perhaps this is asking a bit much, but I was wondering if you might have a bit of time to talk later. Huh? Of course, I'm sure you've already promised the night to your dearly beloved. But if you have a single moment to spare, maybe before or even after, just a bit is all I need. I could see your face and hear your voice before tomorrow comes. I think I'll be able to rest easy. Muse, if you do happen to have time later, please call me on Marcus. And if you don't, give me a call anyway. Even that much would be more than enough for me. I wouldn't be able to bring myself to if I didn't. I need to decide if I can give Muse the answer she's looking for. I don't envy Reen at all! Both became stronger. Again, why does Reen get less? I'm actually kind of curious what they're talking about here. Hey girls, doing a little window shopping. More than that, we've decided to pick out some clothes and accessories for each other. Actually, we could use your input on something, Instructor. Don't you think Elise's outfit is a little too demure? Muse, stop! I mean, her clothes have always been all kinds of elegant, but they're just so safe. Again, Muse, I've told you over and over that super showy clothes don't suit me. Oh, I don't know about that. I think it would be great for you to branch out and find your own style, Elise. Reen, not helping! Really, Reen? There's no harm in trying something new after all. Now into the fitting room with you. We're going to put together a brand new outfit for a brand new you. While we're at it, we should check out some of Marriage Cross's new stuff. I can pick out my own underwear, thank you very much. We've got some interesting friends, at least. Yeah. Let's start out with something really sexy. Oh, nice idea. I want to see something cute too. I think I should try at least one thing that's a little more masculine. Princess, Muse, please don't treat me like a personal dress-up doll. I love the dynamic between these three. I love the dynamic between these three. I'll go looking for events after this to make sure I didn't miss anything. and then I will go fight Cassius. This is the great Ferris wheel of Michelin, blah blah blah. Dude, can you shut up for once? Like, this is the 10th time I'm talking to this guy. I'm actually annoyed now. I should probably change music out into like a normal attire. Instructor Rean, look, Michelin's glittering. Man, the Ferris wheel is a great ride, whether you're young or old. Believe it or not, this was my first time on a Ferris wheel. I had a great time. It was not! You've been on the Ferris wheel 4 other times. This save. We'll remember today as the first time you ever rode a Ferris wheel. I'm so happy you invited me out on such an important day. I don't think it's that big a deal. Instructor, we will definitely do this again, okay? Of course, it'd be my pleasure. The car gently lowered to the ground and the ride ended after offering them a spectacular view. Once on the ground, they both had other things to attend to. The bond with Yuna strengthened. Afterward, Rean decided to walk back with Yuna. They enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could, and then...
Instructor Rean? Do you have a minute?
Why are you so nervous? Sure, what is it, Yuna?
It might have taken me a while to say this, but when all's said and done, I'm glad I came to the Empire. Glad I became a part of Class 7. The more time I spent with everyone, the branch campus, the instructors, the old Class 7, the stronger my feelings got. I told myself I had to hold my head up high no matter what came my way. My pride as a Crossbellan depended on it. I'll do whatever it takes to get us through tomorrow, to help us find the path that lies beyond. That goes for you too, Instructor. It's not over until it's over, so don't give up. Not even for a second.
I won't, thanks, Yuna. We'll give it our all out there, side by side.
Yeah!
Actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you. If you have some time later, maybe we could chat some more. Oh, no, Yuna. I know it's the last night before the war. I'm not sure I want to leave things like this, you know. If you do think you'll like to talk, contact me on the Arcus too. I'll be waiting. Run away! From the scary instructor and come to think I still haven't given her an answer. Feel the same as you and I should contact her. This is terrible! This is terrible! Where am I? Oh, I'm literally right here. Isn't Canon the name of what's her name's dolls? Alright, there's 2 more notes in the Michelin Morph, so let's go to Dwarf. Lyndon Kenneth. Are they on a date? Interesting. Hey, Rean, come check out the jetty. Yeah, I felt like I needed to cool down a little. I take it you two did the same. Yes, although we didn't come together, we only ran into each other a little while ago. The city looks so beautiful at night. I used to love looking out at all the lights when I worked at St. Ursula Hospital. Sounds to me you made Crossbell your second home. I feel a little nostalgic myself. This northerly wind brings back memories of Nord. It feels familiar somehow. Is that right? Guys, listen, tomorrow's going to be the greatest challenge we've ever faced. We've got to meet that challenge with all we have to protect every place we've ever called home. Agreed. And all the people we love. That's right. Okay, now I'm really confused. Are guys and Lynn dating now, or are they just really good friends? See, I asked that same question literally just now. Reen, are you still with us, Reen? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to space out. Either way, it's none of my business. Oh no, my monitor's fine. I guess it was this thing that I was saying. Anyway. This is your favorite chapter. The interlude. I mean, okay. Fair enough. It really is beautiful out here. Countless stars dotting the sky. And countless lanterns drifting in the waves. Nothing like a few good casts on a summer night, huh? By the way, Annabelle, I want to thank you. Never expected you to stick with me all this way. Don't be silly. I'm helping you because I want to. You don't need to worry about me. Yeah, I guess you're right. But I still need to tell you something about what I have to do as a graduate of Thor's. This world of lazy lines and idle nights is worth risking anything to protect, even my life. What I'm trying to say is, this might be the last time we meet. Kenneth, I'm sorry we've been through so much together, but no one knows how this war will play out. You need to go home where it's safe first thing tomorrow morning. That's but you, Kenneth. I can't. Huh? I'm not going to say goodbye to you, Kenneth. I won't. I didn't stick with you all this time just to wish you a nice death. I know I was just here for the ride at the start. I don't have the same strong convictions you have. But here's what I am going to say. Something I never had the heart to before. I can't just follow behind you forever. I get that. So just promise me this, Kenneth. Promise me that you'll come home safely because else could we go on a cross-continent fishing trip together? I don't think that's what she wanted to say! But you know what? Let's go for it. You messed it up. You were supposed to tell me how you feel. Called it. I'm not sure I should be spying on this tender moment. But I guess she didn't quite hit the mark anyway. Yeah. Oh, I saw the dialogue. Lake Beach. Eustace, Sarah, and Sharon. Welcome. We let you bring any ingredients you want to our drink stand and ingredients. So why not cart your favorites on over, stir up your original cocktail, and enjoy a glass. Of course, we only permit minors to drink non-alcoholic drinks, and we're very strict on that. That's confusing. That's confusing. Like, they don't let people over the drinking age drink non-alcoholic drinks, or minors can only drink non-alcoholic drinks. That is such a weird way to say it. Instructor Sarah, Sharon, what brings you two here? Hey there, Rain. Me and old Sharon here have a score to settle. Now seems as good a time as any for a drinking contest. Well, now I'm sure there are many people who can outdrink the likes of me. Oh no backing down from this one. I won't rest until we know for sure. Now I think about it, I wonder how I'd measure up to the rest of the gals too. It's got me pretty curious myself. I can take a guess at how most of our friends would fare, but there's plenty of competition here this evening. Perhaps we could recruit some more contenders for this contest of ours. Other drinkers, yeah, I like the sound of that. I'd love to have a drink with Sherazard for one. And I really want to know how much the Golden Rakshasa can drink. Now you've got me pretty invested in how this would play out. I can go ask them for you if you'd like. You sure? Then that'd be great. And there are some guys that like to square up to in a drinking arena too. But don't get too messy if you're on the field too much. If You'll be our referee, then the ladies drink cause sounds like a good time to meet. We have some people here, but I think we need 2 or 3 more for a good show. You're really getting into this, aren't you? Yeah, this is right in your wheelhouse, huh? Ladies drink cause does sound pretty entertaining. Probably won't get the chance to be all together like this again, so things could get real interesting here. Think about it. Sorry, do you mind waiting a bit on that one? Sure, no problem. No need to force yourself. Just if you have extra time, see if you can recruit some ladies for us. Let me make sure I get all the stuff done first. Where's Eustace? Eustace! Oh. There he is with the spirit of Millium. That's far. I can play Vantage Masters with Millium's Ghost. Oh, that's pretty hype. Whoa, Eustace, look at all the lights. Gotta say, it's pretty romantic. It's not bad, I suppose. The scenery is far from traditional, but that grants it an elegance in and of itself. He started again. Can I just say you're happy we're able to share this scenery together? Sure, that as well. Huh? So this is where you two have been. Oh, Reen! You seem to be enjoying yourselves. Am I interrupting something? I don't know what you could possibly mean. Yeah, it'd be a waste for just the 2 of us to enjoy this all by ourselves. Millium! Wait, me being here isn't the reason everyone's staying away, is it? Of course not. Just look at Mitt and Margarita. They sure didn't have any trouble having fun with you. Everyone needs to know is already in the loop. You don't need to overthink things. Okay, if you say so. Should we mosey on over to the theme park soon? I'll take a look around anyway. Let's leave this place to other couples, yeah? We can head that way, though I do hope you're not implying that we're a couple. Oh, looks like someone's getting embarrassed. She really hasn't changed one bit, although I didn't think we'd get to spend time together like this again. I was sure that all I could do was watch over you guys from within the sword. I've got the maiden to thank for that, and of course I should thank all of you too. Millium. We didn't play a part in that, you know. It was all due to the maiden. Nah, I think more went into it than you think. You guys have always cared for me so much, you know. And I could feel that clear as day even when I was in the sword. All that affection is what really helped me to get out. I'm just sad I can't get a hug in this form. I see. Don't worry. I find it well that we can even be together and chat on a night like this. What more could we wish for than that? Oh. Useless. Yeah! Enough. A lady your age shouldn't be so indecent. Well, it's not like we're actually touching, so it's okay, right? You're up next, Reen. I think I'll pass on that. Don't you think maybe Altina would like a hug? Oh, that's true. Time to go hugging crazy at the theme park. Ugh, don't just stand there and encourage her. Come on now, Millium. We're blocking the view. Well, the only one who knows what comes next is Adios herself. I'm happy for them both. Yo! Let's go! Interesting. Sharon has an... Oh, my head. Okay. Interesting. Roselia's here too. Alright, let's do the quest. Wait, no. Michelin Wonderland. Okay. Oh. Oh no. Okay, the like soft resetness is probably gonna be done to. Ow! Okay, let's go to the Michelin Wonderland first. Oh, that's right, we can't... Red. Alright, let's go check out that castle thing next. Come on. Estelle, would it kill you to slow down a little? You did just ride the roller coaster over and over until you got the high score. You acted like a little girl in the candy store. Oh, come on, we've got the whole place to ourselves. It'd be a waste not to enjoy it. Now, come on, you two. We have a castle to storm. Alright. Suppose we don't get an opportunity like this every day. Let's go. Looks like you're all having fun. Well, yeah. It's been way too long since we could just enjoy ourselves as a family. It's true, I've been busy with school, and Estelle and Joshua have been running around all over the continent. Heck, the first time we'd seen Dad in 6 months was aboard the Pantagruel. Wow, I didn't realize you'd been apart for so long. But if that's the case, shouldn't you be spending time with him now? Nah, it's alright. He deserves a chance to catch up with his old friends anyway. Besides, he's got some business to take care of, doesn't he? Nothing gets by you, huh? It sounds like he's planning to head out around 10 PM, so we'll have a chance to see him off then, at least. We have some business of our own to finish up before then anyway. We do have a little more time together, but I did promise Tina I would meet up with her. I guess you two will just have to enjoy a nice slug ride on the Ferris wheel without me. That would actually be kind of... Ren! Now is not the time! Thanks for the thought, though. Whether it's as family or lovers, the bond between these guys is rock solid. Vincent and Bridget. No parallel to do something romantic, and they completely wasted it. You agree with me, don't you? Well, I think it's up to each couple to move a relationship forward at their own pace. That's just boring. At least it is to me, as the mischief-loving kitty and family member of those two. I guess that's fair, but enough of the meddling. By the way, speaking of mischief, do you play Palm Party? I hacked my brother's Arcus 2 and made an account. We should play together sometime. Hacked? You really shouldn't. Oh, never mind. Alright, maybe we can play a little. Go easy on me, though. Seriously? Vincent Florald. No, Vincent, isn't it? A simply enchanting night. Indeed, the elegance of the castle of mirrors, the sky overflowing with glistening stars. Margaret, their beauty reaches its pinnacle when reflected in your eyes. I always know just what to say. You know, Vincent, if you ever wanted to propose, I could think of no setting more perfect than this lovely night. It is quite lovely, yes. How do I really feel about Margarita? The emotional attraction is clear there, but am I so superficial as to be put off by her appearance? Love is blind, and I do love her. I do I? Would I be struggling so if it were so simple? Vincent looks like he's going through some kind of inner turmoil. Oh, hello, Reen. I hope you're having a little fun. Did you come to get a reading from the fortune teller? They say she's never wrong. That's quite a reputation. I see you've got the gang back together. That's right, it's as though we're back at Thor's again. Right down to Mint's mysterious tardiness. It's strange, she seemed so excited when I suggested we all walk around together. She probably got distracted along the way, you know how she is. So I hope we can meet the fortune teller soon. There's something I really want to ask. About Alan, I imagine. The curse's effects on him still aren't letting up. No, I've tried calling him so many times today already, and I just can't get through. He must already be on his way to the front lines. I'm so sorry, we've all been worried about him. No, I'm sorry for bringing it up. I didn't mean to put a damper on the evening. I've asked so many people for advice and assistance. I'm sure Alan will be alright. That's right, try not to worry about it, Rain. You enjoy your evening. We'll take care of Bridget. You take the time to relax and have fun for a change. Okay, that's fair. I'll leave you all to it. He's like about to be upset that they said for a change. Machias! Randy? And Machias. Wait, I missed Randy somehow. Talk to him near the Ferris wheel. Okay. Bridget won. Jessica. Okay, let's go back to the Ferris wheel and find what's his name. Oh, it did tell me. Okay. Then I'm just a dumb. I'm doing alright here. Make sure you go to bed at a good hour. No staying up late drinking. I know, but I think I'd sleep better if I got a good night kiss. Doesn't matter if it's over the communicator. Kiss, ugh, I guess it can't do any harm since it's just over the communicator. What are you talking about, you idiot? Good night. Ah, never changed, Mirel. Anyway, I think Reen's listening in on us. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Person you were just talking to, her name's Mirel. We used to work at the Crossbell Guardian Force together, kept running into each other, but she's working for the Resistance now. We probably sounded like a couple of kids just now. Kinda makes you laugh, huh? Not at all, Randy. It looks like you really care about her. I don't know about that. Besides, it's not like anything's gonna happen with things the way they are now. Anyway, let's worry about tomorrow instead. Okay, Randy. Oh, Randy's in love. That's sweet. Horror Coaster! Let's talk to Jessica, who's this one. Hey girls, out for a night on the town. Something like that. We're planning to meet up with Elisa and Emma in a little while. Many things here speak to our shared interests, so we decided to look around together. Some of the rides seem like they'd give our reflexes a nice workout. And this fearful atmosphere may prove a fine test of courage. Huh, only you three would view going to an amusement park as a trading opportunity. Don't worry, we fully intend to have some fun as well. It's a two birds, one stone scenario. I'm just happy the two of you invited me along to join you. Well, you girls have fun. Alright! Time for the quest! Sounds like a good time to me. Some people I think we need 2 or 3 more. T, you're really getting good into this, aren't you? Oh, ladies, blah, 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 blah. We've seen this. Helps her out. Okay, I'll help you. I'll talk to some of the ladies who seem like they've got a real taste for hard liquor. Great, make sure you invite the Silver Streak and the Rakshasa. I'll lay aside who the other competitors are. We'll prep the place and come up with some rules. And of course, assure there is plenty of alcohol for all involved. I mean, yes, we need plenty of alcohol for a drinking contest. Sounds alright. Oh yeah, I plan on getting the Liberal Trilogy on PC, and if my computer can stream it, I will, you know, stream it. Trails in the Sky. And Trails in the Sky 2 and 3. I can't wait. So I guess I should start looking for some contenders for the drinking contest then. I definitely have to speak with both General Le Guin and Charizard. Don't think anyone in the class would drink as much as Sarah. I'll have to find some other potential candidates. I'll walk around and speak to any women. Feel like they might be interested. Reen! Hello again. So Reen, what do you think of Michelin Resort at night? It's great. Honestly, at my age, I was expecting to enjoy it so much. This place really is amazing. That's what we Crossbellans like to hear. Oh, Cecile, good work on the Emperor's surgery. It must have been really tense. Oh, thank you. Of course, the patient will still be in recovery for a while, but even Dr. Salin admitted that this operation went more smoothly than any she'd done before. I do believe His Majesty will be alright. That's a relief. Thank you so much for everything you've done for him. Yeah, that's such great news. Serene, who are you here with tonight? Rhino saying you're just as popular with the ladies as Lloyd, so there's no way you're here without a date, right? Sounds like Randy's been putting weird ideas in your head again, Kia. As he is wont to do. Although you might want to think about how you got that reputation, Lloyd. She has a point. No, you guys too. I didn't realize before, but Lloyd's got his fair share of problems to deal with. Here's Ellie and Cecile. They might make for some drinking cans, so I'll try to explain the game to them. Hey there, bud, if I ask you something. Do you want to see who has the strongest stomach for alcohol, right? Some really funny things can happen when people get together like this. That's true, and this would be a good chance to catch up with some of the others. Fortunately, I'm not the best when it comes to alcohol, so I'm going to have to pass. I see. What about you, Cecile? You guys are a heavyweight, and you kept up with him pretty well, so I'd rank you high up there on the drinking scale. Well, I'm a stronger drinker than Ilya, at least, apparently. This might be exactly my kind of contest. After all, it's nice to let your hair down and just drink from time to time. Your hair's always down. With how hard you work all the time, I think you can allow yourself some fun for at least tonight. I'm sure you can handle yourself. You've got pretty good self-control. So are you joining us? Yes, I'll join the contest. Woohoo! We'd all better go and cheer you on then. Can't wait either. They're holding a contest over at the tables by the drink stand, so come and join when you're ready. Lucy in the arcade. So that's the center thing. It says arcade, but it's not an arcade. It's... It's this entire area. Secretary Lucy, Lieutenant Kyla, good to see you. I didn't know you were invited. Well, the prince was kind enough to reach out to us. We don't get many chances to relax and forget about work, so we're going to make the most of tonight. By the way, Josette, I'm really glad I got to thank you in person again. Oh, what for? I helped ship those rogue Hercules members back to Calvert. Or rather, I organized it. Dawn and Kyle were the ones who actually put them on the Bobcat and took them across the border. Ah, so that's how you work things out. That's right, the capital delivery service always comes through in a pinch. Lucy had introduced me to Josette previously, and she seemed like the perfect choice to handle this matter. We're lucky to have a friend like you, Josette. By the way, I've heard some fairly interesting rumors about your love life. Is it true you and Chloe are both interested in the same guy? Where did you... Oh, right, I forgot. You and Chloe are so tight. Love triangle with Princess Claudia. That does sound interesting. No, you too, Kyla. That's all in the past now, and besides, I've finally made up my mind about the whole thing. If you do find romance such a fascinating subject, how about you tell me about the things on your end? Oh, I'm so sorry, but I couldn't possibly disclose that kind of personal information. CID regulations. Well, that isn't fair. Then it's your turn, Lucy. I doubt you have any kind of trouble getting guys. Isn't there anyone you're into right now? Oh, I don't know. I know it's not the same, but there's a guy in my life who I find completely infuriating. In fact, I wish you were here right now so I could punch him in his stupid handsome face. Lucy? It seems Josette's not the only one in a messy romantic situation. That sounds like Lecter! And to be fair, he kind of deserves it. That had to have been about Major Lecter, right? Let's throw it back to you, Josette. Right, there's so much more I want to ask you. But come on, you two didn't tell me anything. It seems like a good time for me to duck out. I doubt there's anything I can contribute to this subject. What about Lucy? After all, being the student council vice president under Major Lecter couldn't have been easy. Let's just say she might know her way around a drink or two. I should ask if any of them are interested. Oh my... Oh dear. Sorry to bother you, Lucy, but I want to ask you something. Do you want to go in a drinking contest? An all-ladies drinking game, you say? You seem like you'd be able to hold your liquor better than any of us could. Now you mention it, remember that dinner we worked the security detail for? People offering you drinks left, right, and center, but you seem just fine after every single one of them. Oh, I don't really consider myself all that strong a drinker, but I do enjoy the odd tipple here and there. You count me in. Glad to hear it. We'll be holding contests down at the beach, so just head on over when you're ready. Rosalia in the restaurant, and then Adol in the hotel. It's Aurier. Wait, Rosalia's in the restaurant? Oh, Rosalia's in the restaurant. With Vida and Duvali. Rosalia, that's a different look for you. Oh, she's adult mode! Surprise, this is my true form. The area within this barrier is rich in mono. And tonight's a full moon, which amplifies its effects even further. I'm truly in my element. Clearly. And invite Duvali to come drinking with you. I don't usually indulge with alcohol, but this is a special case. Want to drink a toast to my lord's memory. Leanne could really put him away. In that case, it would be disrespectful not to follow suit. That goes for you too, Shores, or join us for a cup. This was my lord's favorite herb liquor. The finest drink to ever come out of Legram. Leanne's favorite, I'd be honored to try some. Took the glass to Druven and drank the contents down at one gulp. Wow, the fragrance is really distinctive. It kind of tickles the back of your sinuses. Doesn't it just? I like that it doesn't go straight to your head or make you nauseous either. You could thank the medicinal effects of the herbs for that. I like something heavier for a night out, but this is a great little palate cleanser. The scent takes me right back to 250 years ago, for better or worse. Draco's preference was always for hard liquor, of course. I'd believe it. So, Roselia's in her adult form. Devil really doesn't drink much, but Vita and Roselia, as she is now, look like they can handle their liquor. They might not want to participate, but I guess I might as well ask. Sorry to interrupt, I have something to ask. He explained that he was looking for participants to take part. Apparently Duvalie joins in the drinking contest. A drinking game, you say? That sounds like it could be fun. What a strange thing to come and ask us. We were just toasting, my lord. Do not believe it to be all that strange. It is the duty of us more mature ladies to accompany the young. It'd be my pleasure to grace you with my presence. Will you come as well? Well, someone has to look after the elderly once they've had their fun. Oh, Vita! So I think I'll have to pass this time. Oh. Hey, I can hold my own against a bunch of youngsters. So I can count Roselia as a participant. Wait right there, Schwarzer. I want to take part in your contest. Huh? Are you sure? Absolutely. My lord would say that it is important to take the time and smell the roses. And I'm not one to run from any challenge. I see. I'll count you in too, then. We're holding the contest at the beach, so please head over when you're ready. Aurelia and Delphina. Oh, Adel and Aurelia and Delphina. We'll probably end after this. After this quest. I don't know if any of them can hold their drink. I'll ask them if they're interested. Sorry, Serby, but I wanted to ask you something. Ray explained that he was looking for participants to take part in the drinking contest. Drinking contest, I like the sound of that. But you don't drink that often, Emily. You get drunk as quickly as I do. Instructor Sarah will drink you under the table for sure. You might be right. What about Adel and Dorothy? It could be fun. I drink fairly well when we're out. Or at least that's what people tell me. In that case, I think you'd be a good match for Instructor Sarah. I don't think you'd expect much from me. I'm not good with alcohol. But it's kind of disappointing that the guys can't take part. Inhibitions lowered, hands reach for the same glass, feelings long buried suddenly burst forth and blossom in jovial atmosphere. Oh dear, you never change, Dorothy. So, can I count on Adel for the contest? Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Thanks. We're holding a contest at the beach, so please head over when you're ready. I remember you. You're that student. And you are? Oh, are you the guy who we helped out in Trista way back when? That's me. I'm Anton from Libero. Came all the way to Erebor to see Sharon, but I haven't had any luck finding her. So I asked the guild for some help. They chased a few leads, and next thing I know, my buddy Olivier invites me out here, saying that he'd be able to see her. I see. So you're a friend of Olivier's. Yeah, got up to all sorts of stuff back in Libero. Actually, I seem to be running into lots of people I know today. Braces from Libero, Crossbow Special Support Section, even Lucy, the exchange student who used to run the student council. To top it all off, we've got all of you guys from the academy. Everyone is here. Wow, is there anyone you don't know, Anton? By my count, he knows at least 20 of the people here. Anyway, I should get to searching for Sharon. I'm so nervous and practically shaking, but I can't let this opportunity pass me by. Ah! I just need to work up the nerve and talk to her. I can do this. Brainwa Brain, thank you for the follow. That took a while for it to pop in chat. Just work up the nerve and talk to her. I can do this. Good luck, Anton. I mean, we can tell him where she is. Notifications always scare me every time they go off. I get them so rarely. Ah, so it's not just music you're into, but painting and sculpture too. Count Altheim has a reputation as a patron of up-and-coming young artists across Sutherland. Clearly your love of the arts runs in the family. She really is impressive. You know, it may be an inopportune time to say this, having recently tasked you with preparing the Thor's exams. I've always felt as though your talents were wasted at a military academy, Mary. Well, I did consider becoming a teacher at the music academy at one point. but I wanted to reach out to people who didn't have such a grounding in art or music and teach them how much fun the arts can be. You are a woman of singular focus, I'll give you that. Though I suppose that may be how you grew so fond of Makarov. You saw through the scruffy exterior and discovered who he was deep and down. Instructor Makarov, huh? You really do know how to see to the heart of a person, don't you? Makarov and I are simply moving at a snail's pace, I agree. What do you think, Wallace? How does their relationship look from a man's perspective? Me? The way I see it, Makarov is probably just looking for a chance to take things to the next level. A chance? I don't think it's my place to butt in on a conversation about Instructor Mary's love life. On that note, though, I'm a bit curious about what's going on between General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius, too. Well, I guess that's none of my business. Wait! Wallace and Aurelia! Holy crap! I've heard that General Le Guin happily downs wine and art spirits, but I really can't imagine her drunk. Sorry to interrupt, can I ask you something? Purple Lightning volunteered me, did she? She's got guts, I'll give her that. Does that mean she seems like a strong opponent? I'm not sure I'll be able to win, but it sounds like fun, so I'll join. That's great, thank you. We're holding a contest at the beach, so please head over when you're ready. I love how I say I'm ending as soon as I finish this quest and I get a follower. That sounds about right. Because my throat is killing me! I am so sorry, Oliver, but I need to recruit your girlfriend. Sure, it looks like she's already had plenty to drink, but Sarah asked for her, so I should at least try. Sorry to interrupt you, but I have something to ask. Reen explained that he was looking for participants to take part in the drinking contest. I see. Facing off against Sarah would be fun. I'll definitely take part. Don't feel like you have to. Looks like you've had a lot to drink already. Don't worry about me. It goes straight to my cheeks, but I'm just starting out. Are you sure, Your Highness? I don't think you're going to be able to stop Cheryl when she's like this. I have preparations that need to be made. Can I ask you to watch over her for me? Yes, please, don't worry. We're holding contest at the beach, so please head over when you're ready, Sherazard. You got it. Drink contest participants are all here, it seems. Maybe I should report in to Sarah before we kick things off. There's a sub-event with Sharon Anton. But that's tomorrow. There's 9 of us. You really put a lot of work into recruiting all these gals. I was wondering if I went overboard. Well, we don't have much time, so let's go with the tournament style. We'll have 3 people in each group, with the last woman standing moving on to the final match. We'll use some strong alcohol so we can declare a winner faster. It wasn't long before the participants of the drinking contest assembled on the beach. Tournament style, eh? Very well, look forward to taking you on, Crimson Roselia, Duvally the Swift. Well, Golden Rakshasa, you're far better than me with a sword, but let's see how we fare with alcohol in hand. On the honor of my title, the Swift, I shall drink enough for both me and my lord. If you haven't forgotten, my liver is 800 years old, and it's only gotten stronger with each century. Oh no! Best of luck to the both of you, Lucy, Ado. You too, Cecile. Let's see if we can have some fun with this. It appears I'm in the same group as Lady Sarah and Sherazard, after all. Considering we chose them at random, the groups look like they'll make for an interesting game. By the way, you okay there, Sherazard? I take it you've already gotten your fair share of alcohol tonight. Don't you two worry about a thing. This is just barely the start of our fun. Anyway, I'm ready to beat you, Purple Lightning. Since we're the same age, we should be pretty evenly matched. And I've heard some things about you too, Sharon, from Joshua and Ren. Things are really going to heat up now. You bet they are. I'm gonna have to knock you both flat on the ground. Ah, please be gentle with me now, Lady Sarah. Alright, we're going to start with Roselia's team. So let the drinking begin! Oh no. Roselia, Duvally, and Aurelia each burned with competitive spirit in the face of their challenge, then shortly after the drinking began. Ugh. I really must be getting old. This is hitting me much harder than it used to. Perhaps this 800-year-old liver of mine has finally turned against me after all. I'll have you know that in my prime I would have never lost to the likes of you lot. Oh, come on. You're just sounding like a sore loser now, grandmother. I'm still in this. I'm just fine. Hick. Come on, pour me more already. In a much bigger stein than that golden Rakshasa. I think we can declare the winner here. Sharing drinks with the elder of the Hexen clan and the head of the Cell Raid was certainly unforgettable. I'm just sorry it ended so soon. You're right about that. Now then, I declare the winner of this round to be General Le Guin. Cecile, Lucy, and Adel. The contest starts out with happy drinking and chatting, but before long... I can't drink anymore. I know I've certainly had my fill of alcohol for a while. I'd love to talk more, but I don't think I can keep going in this contest. Oh my, well that is an awful shame. But you shouldn't push yourselves too hard. You three didn't go as hard as the first group, but you held your drinks down quite well all the same. It was a good try, Lucy. Who would have thought Adel was such a hard drinker, though? Yeah, I can't say I'm not surprised, too. That said, I can officially announce that Adel's a round 2 winner. Sarah, Sherazard, and Sharon. I'd already been drinking, so it didn't take long before she lagged behind Sarah and Sharon. I drank too much. I could swear my brain's trying to convince me Aina's sitting right across the table, so I'll have to call it quits here. Hey Sharon, what gives? Please be gentle with me. Pfft, you drank all that booze and ain't even a little worse off. Explain yourself. I don't so much have an explanation, if I may be honest. With Sherazard having quit now, it'd be my pleasure to pour all the alcohol we have left for you, Lady Sarah. Bring it on, I'll drink it. No, big deal. My, but you don't look too well, Lady Sarah. You don't have to keep going, you know. Shut up, I'm gonna beat you. I can't lose now. Crack open that bottle. I don't want any doubt of my glorious victory. I don't think this one will be enough. At this rate, we may be going for another 10. 10 full bottles, Lady Sarah. To be honest, I'm not sure this much is enough to judge if you're as strong as I know or not. I think you should throw in the towel, Sarah. You gave it your best shot. There are just some drinkers out there that transcend what we mere mortals can grasp. No, it can't end here. I refuse to accept that. Well, I'm just going to call it that Sharon's the winner on this one. And he's just like, yeah, I'm just going to call it. From there, the winners of the 3 groups began the final round. They continued to drink hard alcohol as if it was water. Time passed without a clear winner. I've never drank so much before. Turns out I'm much stronger than I estimated. Bullshit! Bullshit, Sharon. You knew this was gonna happen. I think some sweeter alcohol would make for a nice change of pace. Well, I don't think we're going to have a winner anytime soon. Or excuse me, this is all the alcohol we have for the contest. We still have some other customers, so I was hoping you might call it a night here. Of course, sorry for exhausting so much of your supply. I think we're going to have to declare it a draw between these 3. That's a shame, but if we're out, then we're out. I didn't really want to see Adel drunk, but what can you do? There'll be another chance, but these 3 seem undefeatable. Next time we should get the guys involved too. Agreed, next time we should invite Wallace. Maybe Master Reen and Lady Elisa will take part next time as well. I think I'd be knocked out. I'd be knocked out before everyone else even got started. I'm just gonna look at the rest of the competition. I'm wondering if we should have stopped them while they were ahead. I don't feel so well. Someone bring me water. You know, I need to head to the little sword maiden's room. Burp. Up! Nothing good ever comes of ignoring your limits. How are you feeling, Cecile? I'm fine, I'm just worried about everyone else. I gave out all the medicine I had on hand, but it doesn't seem like it was enough. What are you, Sarah? You okay? We've still got a little booze left. Shouldn't let it go to waste. Sherazard, give it a break already. Everyone smells so much like alcohol. But we have such a big day tomorrow. I hope they don't get too messed up from all that drinking. Oh shit, some of them obviously drank way over their limits. I think they should at least get some rest as soon as possible. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Olivier Lenheim. Your Highness, now that you mentioned it, you did say you had some kind of contingency plan, right? That's right, I assumed that something like this might come to pass. So Rosine and some other familiar faces aided me whipping up this special concoction. This medicine is amazing. It feels like it's actually washing the alcohol out of my system. Also, this must be the Diaset's secret I've heard tell about. The Septian Church has some nifty little formulas under its belt. So this is what you used before you went drinking with Aina. Yes, if you take a dosage before drinking, you won't get swept up in the throes of inebriation even a bit. Of course, it's also effective if you take it after the deed's been done. Perhaps with this remedy on my side, I can challenge you again, Shara. You know, I think we've all had enough of drinking contests now. Either way, thanks for the help, Your Highness. Of course, I have no doubt they would have recovered the mere good night's sleep. However, I want everyone to enjoy this night to its fullest. You should do the same, Rain. Enjoy yourself while you can. Thank you, I will. And my throat is dying. I obtained a Michelin Wonderland ticket as a reward. God fucking damn it. But, with that out of the way, save. I'm gonna save right here, and I'm gonna end the stream off right here. So, I will be back tomorrow with the second half of the interlude. Apparently, we have to split it in two, where we will be seeing everyone's bonding events, including a surprise bonding event that, you know, we were able to unlock. So anyway, I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.